Hello and welcome to Genesis Training. This is your trainer Kaustav. The main topic for this video is simple interest and compound interest, and the subtopic for this particular video is the difference between simple interest and compound interest for 2 years or 3 years. Those kind of specific questions. So let's get started. Find the difference between SI and CI for a principal of 100 rupees at a rate of 10% for a period of 2 years. Alright. So first let's find the simple interest for this data. Simple interest is PTR by 100. P is 100. T is 2 years. R is 10 by 100. This is equal to 20. Now CI. When it comes to CI, first let's find the amount. We'll go by the flowchart method because we generally don't use the formula. We start with 100. This first increases by 10%. This becomes 110. Then this increases by 10%. That is 11. 11 plus this is 121. So compound interest is 121 minus 100. That is 21. So what is the difference between SI and CI? For this data, it is 1 rupee. The difference is 21 minus 20. That is 1. Simple as that. Let's move on. Find the difference between SI and CI for a principal of 100 at the rate of 10% for a period of 3 years. The previous one was 2 years. This one is 3 years. That's it. Let's find the simple interest. We have P, T, R by 100. That is 30 rupees. Now when it comes to CI, we start with 100. This first increases by 10%. That is 10. 110. This increases by 10%, that is 11, 121. Then this increases by 10%, that is 12.1. This gets added over here, 133.1. So the compound interest is, obviously this minus this, that is 33.1. So the difference is 33.1 minus 30, that is equal to 3.1. You see, the previous question, the difference was 1. This question, the difference is 3.1. And the difference keeps on increasing exponentially. Let's move on. The difference between CI and SI on a certain sum for this much is 631. So this is reverse engineering now. In the previous two questions, we had to find the difference. Here the difference is given. We have to find the principal. Let's do it. Suppose we let the principal be 100. We have simple interest and compound interest. This is compound interest, this is simple interest. Simple interest is pretty simple. PTR by 100. 100 into time is 2 years, rate is 10 by 100. That is equal to 20. Compound interest, first it increases by 10%, 110. Then this increases by 10%. That is 121. So the compound interest is 21. Now we use the unitary method. The difference and the principal. When the difference is 21 minus 20, that is 1. When the difference is 1, the principal was 100. This 100. According to the question, the difference is 631. So the principal will be how much? So very simple question. It's like saying if one chocolate costs 100 rupees, then 631 chocolates cost how much? Obviously 631 100 rupees. Answer is A. That's it. Let's move on. The difference between simple and compound interest annually on a certain sum for 2 years, this much is 1 rupee. Then the sum is what? Again the same thing. Let the principal be 100. We have simple interest and we have compound interest. Now when it comes to simple interest, it's PTR by 100. P is 100. Time is 2 years. Rate is 4 by 100. So this will be equal to 8 rupees. Now when it comes to compound interest, how do we find it? It first increases by 4%. 4% of 100 is 4, so 104. Then this increases by 4%. 4% of this is 1% of 104 is 1.04. So 4% will be 4.16. This plus this is 108.16. So the compound interest is 8.16. So let's find the difference and the principal. Unitary method again. The difference is 8.16 minus 8, that is equal to 0.16. When the difference is 0.16, the principal is 100 rupees. And according to the question, the difference is just 1 rupee. Then the principal will be how much? Cross multiply. The principal is equal to 100 into 1 divided by 0.16. When you solve this, you will get 625 rupees. You just convert the decimals into fraction. What you will get is 100 divided by 16 into 100. So what you have is 4 into 25, 4 into 4, 4 into 25. 25 into 25 is 625. That's it. Let's move on. Question number 5. If the difference between simple interest and compound interest at 10% per annum rate of interest for 3 years is 930, find the sum. Okay, this is for 3 years now, so it will get a little longer. We first assume that the principal equals 100. First, let's find the simple interest. PTR by 100. We have 100. Time is 3 years. Rate is 10%. So the simple interest is 30 rupees. Let's find the compound interest now. We first increase this by 10%. So it becomes 110. Then this increases by 10. That becomes 121. We already know this because this is 11. Then this increases by 10% because we are dealing with 3 years over here. 10% of 12.1 is, 121 is 12.1. This gets added over here, 133.1. So the compound interest is this minus this. This minus this, that is nothing but 33.1. Now what do? We have the difference and we have the principal. What is the difference over here? 33.1 minus 30 is nothing but 3.1. When the difference is 3.1, the principal is 100. And according to the question, the difference is 930. So according to that, the principal will be how much? Let's cross multiply. Principal equals 100 into 930 divided by 3.1. Let's remove the decimal sign. 100 into 930 into 10 divided by 31. Let's cancel things up. 31 into 3 is 93 and a 0 over here. That's it. So we have 30 and then 300 into 100, we have 30,000. That is the answer. This is how you do it when the time is 3 years. It's the same thing. It's better to avoid using formulae for such questions because the bigger the timing gets, the different the formula becomes. So instead of memorizing a lot of formulae, what you can simply do is you can follow this method. No matter what the time is, you can solve it using this method. Question number 6. The difference in simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum of money in 2 years at 12% per annum is this. What is the sum? Okay, let's do it. We again let the principal be 100. Simple interest is how much? We have PTR by 100. P is 100. Time is 2 years. Rate is 12 by 100. Okay. So we have 24 as the simple interest. Now let's find the compound interest. This first increases by 12%. 12% of 100 is 12. So this is 112. Then this increases by 12%. 12% of 112 is nothing but 13.44. This plus this is nothing but 125.44. So the compound interest is 125.44 minus 100. That is equal to 25.44. Now again the same thing, the unitary method, we have the difference and we have the principal. What is the difference? We have 25.44 minus 24, that is equal to 1.44. When the difference is 1.44, the principal was 100. So when the difference is 72, like they have mentioned over here, the sum will be how much? Let's do cross multiply. Principal equals 72 into 100 divided by 1.44. That is equal to 72 into 100 into 100 divided by 144. 72 into 2 is 144. 2 into 50 is 100. That is equal to 5000. That is the answer. So this is how you solve questions when the difference between simple interest and compound interest is given. When you have to find the principal, you assume that the principal is 100 and then take it forward and then use the unitary method in order to find the principal. And if the principal is already given, then all you have to do is use this method, find the simple interest, find the compound interest and simply find the difference. That's it. This was all for this video. Thank you so much.